Hi everybody, SHADRACH here, and this is the special video that I'm bringing to you today. And what this video consists of is basically I have a series of players that I know of that are very skilled players, and they just happen to be female. I really wanted to show everybody that, hey, look at not just guys out there ripping this game up, but we have a series of females that are ripping it up just as hard, if not better, than most of the guys out there. So really quickly, I want to go over the loadout here. We have J. Catherine. She's running the human female sentinel. She was a little low leveled, so we tried to level her up as best we could before we got this video started, but she can hang, so it's all good. We got the Krauser. If you may have known, she's been in quite a few of my videos when I first started the channel out. She's actually my first sub, and she's running the Awakened Collector Adept. And Rooklyn, these are all good friends of mine. Rooklyn's a good friend of mine too. We have Rooklyn running the Fury Adept. So lots of biotics, lots of biotic explosions. This is going to be great gameplay. I hope you guys enjoy it. And a little bit more about what I'm doing here is I'm going to be running out and dying. So this is a 3-person platinum basically game. And you wouldn't even know the difference how fast they run through this game. So I will be cycling between each person, showing from their perspective the game and how they are playing it. So here we go. I am on my way to death. But first of all, I gotta wait for the wave to start. So basically, what their game plan is a very similar strategy to how I've soloed this map, and I'm sure a lot of other people have used this strategy before me. We just have a nice little starting point here, and I'm gonna run out here and die. So they're gonna start out at that starting point and draw all the enemies into them, and they're just gonna hold out that spot as long as they can. And basically, as soon as they feel a little bit of pressure or feel like they're starting to get overwhelmed, they're just going to rotate back to the back staircase behind them. Here, let's wait till we pan into them so I can talk a little bit more from their perspective. Okay, here we go. We have Krauser, who's laying down heavy DPS with her particle rifle. And as you can see, like I said, they're rotating back through the first staircase here. As things get really thick, they're just going to keep rotating around the map clockwise. All the action seems to be at the bottom of the staircase here right now, and we have Rooklyn basically just dropping lots of throws. Uh-oh, Rooklyn got picked up. But what do we have here? To the rescue. What good teammates. So they're at the top of the map right now, basically just drawing the enemies up to the top here, trying not to get pinched at the same time. And it looks like they're cycling back to the starting point, which wasn't really the game plan, but you know, in this game you really can't have a 100% solid game plan. You have to improvise. Things happen, monkey wrenches are thrown in our program all the time, so you have to be ready to improvise. You have to be ready to think on the fly and react on the fly. Krauser, Rooklyn, and Catherine are just amazing at that. I have played with these three quite a bit since I started playing the game. They've proven themselves time and time again to me that they are definitely top-notch platinum players. So another thing I want to mention is Krauser, she's running the guest scanner, so is Rooklyn. So that's really going to help them out a lot on the intel side of the coin. They're communicating so well too. I was listening in on this the whole time, and from the sounds of things, you would have thought that they have been playing together for a long time. I guess, you know, girls are just a little bit better at talking than guys. Just kidding. I'm going to get myself in trouble here a little bit with these jokes, but that's okay. I'm not that funny, so I don't think they'll take it too serious. Anyways, so I'm running out to die again, and we'll get back to their gameplay here quickly. And there I go, I'm down. I wish I could die a little bit faster, but yeah, this is the best I can do. I really just wanted to show you guys how great these players are. Another thing too, any females out there that might be watching this video, if you're a platinum worthy player and you would like to be featured in one of my videos, I would love to do a series of these. I would love to show the world how good female gamers are becoming. There's really no difference, honestly, the way things are getting. It's this next generation and the previous generation of people in this earth, I swear, are being just like genetically modified to be good gamers. It's become such a common pastime in this in society today. More so than a lot of things, more so than movies, more so than a lot of sports even. It's kind of crazy how things are getting on the gaming industry. Anyways, so like I said, they're starting out on the starting point there, and as they get pushed back, they're going to make their way up these stairs here and just kind of rotate clockwise. It looks like they're about to get pinched here, so notice a little improvise here. They just go mid-map, take out this Ravager here, and looks like Catherine's down. Ricklin's quick on the revive, but at the cost of her own life. What a pal. Anyways, here comes Krauser to save the day, and looks like Catherine beat her to it. But anyways, they're so quick on the revive, so quick on keeping this flow going here. And like I said, they're going clockwise around the map. And now they're at the base of the map. I'm going to pan over to Rooklyn here to show a little bit more of the front line. And Rooklyn is definitely a very front line player. For how squishy her character is, I'm really impressed at how well she does on the front line here. Definitely that Annihilation Field helps with her survivability quite a bit though. And here's Catherine. Catherine is definitely more of a player that likes to... she's kind of all over. She can play up front. She's a very well-rounded, versatile player. I definitely could say that... Krauser is definitely a very well-rounded player too, but the way she's been playing her character is more of a medium to long range. That particle rifle definitely is a much better at a medium to long range as far as its effectiveness goes, and she definitely makes really good use of that the biotic spear, just staggering enemies all over the board, and dark channel, then straight to the biotic spear for a quick stagger. And that's the end of round 2. See how quickly we just flew through those waves, and that's 3 people, right? I'm not helping at all here. I'm just running out and dying. So we got an objective wave as devices. Definitely not one of the better, easier objectives to do, but they handle it really, really well. Just really quick, in case one of you guys or any of you guys noticed, at the very beginning of the game I put a recon mine down at the base of the map. That's basically just so that I can see where the enemies spawn right at the beginning, so I can not have to run around the map and look for enemies. Usually when you start where they're starting at the beginning of each round, the enemies will spawn at one of 2 places, either at the base of the ladder where Rooklyn just climbed up, or they'll spawn at the base of the map where I actually put the recon mine down. So right when the wave starts, I'm going to look up to kind of see if I see any enemies lit up by my recon mine, and if not, then I know that they're on the left side of the map, kind of at the bottom of the ladder there. Well, if you notice, they're down 2 devices down. Krauser's hopping onto the 3rd one. Looks like that she's pretty much on her own there, but we have Rooklyn and Catherine that are pretty much drawing the aggro, pulling the Banshee, pulling all the major enemies away from Krauser while she gets that 3rd device. So now our 4th and final device here is at the base of the map. Basically the bottom left of the map. So what they need to do is they basically need to hang out here, maybe on the starting point or at the top of the map, one or the other, and just kind of draw the enemies away from it, which will open up the base of the map for an easy device disable, or actually in this case device enable, I guess. Just varies depending on what device they give you. So Rooklyn is down. Catherine is looking like she's trying to help out Rooklyn here a bit, while Krauser gets the 4th and final device. And Krauser got it, and she's coming around to the base of the map here to help out a little bit. Looks like they got a lot of aggro down there. So it's very messy, very dangerous, but at least at this point of the game they have all the devices, so every enemy they kill won't be spawning back. I'd like to talk just a little bit right now about Jake Catherine's female sentinel. This character is amazing. It's definitely a very underrated character. I think a lot of people are turned off by the vanilla characters just because they're not as exotic as, say, the Drell or the Asari. We're all human here, so who wants to play a human character, right? Anyways, it is an underrated character. It is amazing. The tech armor actually gives you a bonus to your power and force damage. It gives you a 30% bonus, which is phenomenal. A lot of people, I know when I first started playing the game, I was turned off by the tech armor. I actually used that character with no tech armor for a long time, which wasn't too bad on gold, but on platinum, that debuff that the tech armor gives you to enemy damage is phenomenal. It really helps with your survivability. I would actually go as far to say that it is a must if you're going to play platinum with this character. The character has warp and throw. Warp is an amazing detonator if you use incendiary ammo. Throw is an amazing detonator for warp, and warp obviously primes for throw. Warp is just, if you spec it, depending on how you spec it, it is an amazing debuff for the enemy's armor, and actually gives you 15% bonus damage to the enemy when primed by warp, whether it's with weapons or with a power. So warp is an amazing power. It gives it's just a great support power, I guess is what I would go as far to say here. If you prime the enemy with warp, any damage your team does to that enemy is just greatly modified. It's a great power, great asset to the team. Another thing that I really like about the human characters is their role. The role next to the Vorcha is probably one of my favorite evading techniques. It's so good and so fast. It lowers your elevation down to about waist height, and it's quick. It's very quick. I notice it's not that a lot of times, a lot of evading techniques, you get stuck on cover. I find that the human, you definitely don't seem to have that problem with the human character. With the exception of the Fury, I think that all of them pretty much have the same evade. I guess you also have the Demolisher, or sorry, the Destroyer, who doesn't have that evade. He has a little hop, but you know, he I guess weighs so much that he can't roll, or something along those lines. I'd like to talk a bit about the Fury now. The Fury is amazing. The Annihilation Field is great, especially on escorts. When you get a little clustered, or the enemy gets a bit overwhelming and you're trying to get that escort on, it really helps with your survivability. Any enemy that has barriers or shields that gets around you, you are just sucking those shields and barriers down and applying them to your own. And then also Dark Channel. Let's talk about Dark Channel a bit. Both Krauser with the Awakened Collector and Rooklyn with the Fury have Dark Channel, which is an amazing power. I would definitely recommend going top, bottom for 4, 5, and 6 on that. It does amazing damage to armor and to barriers, and you can pretty much just hit the enemy with it and run away and just watch their health, their barriers, their armor just melt away as you do nothing. Just go and deal with other problems on the map. It is an amazing primer. Once you detonate it, it has to be reapplied to get another detonation, but when the enemy dies, if there's another enemy close to it, it will just hop onto the next enemy. I especially like this power on Ravengers when they spill their guts and they drop little baby swarmers all over the ground. You can hear the Dark Channel just eating them alive, and it just hops around from swarmer to swarmer until they're all gone. Dark Channel is definitely one of my favorite biotic powers in this game. And then she has Throw, I think I've already mentioned, which is I personally feel one of the best detonators in the game. It's so fast, you can spam it so quickly, and yeah, just an amazing detonator. So the Fury is a great asset to any team that you have on this game. The Awakened Collector. I can say that the Awakened Collector has amazing survivability, extremely high barriers. I believe it's barriers that the Collector has. Anyways, if you see those swarms that are swarming around it, those are basically give you 10% for each swarmer debuff from the enemy. So that's a grand total of 40% if you spec it the right way. Some people like to play that character more of a Dark Channel / swarmer detonating the Dark Channel kind of build. In that case, if I use that build, I usually don't use the particle rifle. I'll use like the Collector SMG, and then I'll spec out of the Dark Sphere. The way Krauser has this character spec'd, and I know she likes to use either way, is she's using the swarmers as a debuff only, and she's not throwing them out. And then her particle rifle is her primary weapon, and basically more of a weapons build. So her Dark Sphere is staggering enemies, and it gives a DOT effect, and then she's using Dark Channel basically just to eat away at the enemies while she deals with other problems. So as you can see, we're flying along quickly. And lucky them, they got devices on wave 6, so that's 2 devices. Definitely very challenging, not the easiest way to go on any platinum map, honestly. I think devices are one of my least favorite of all the possible objectives that you can get. Well, I think I've talked enough about the characters, their builds. I just want to say a couple more things about J. Catherine, Krauser, and Rooklyn. I just wanted to say that they're great people. They're not only great players, but they're great individuals too. They wouldn't be on my friends list if they weren't. Very laid back, very cool, very chill. I'm very happy to have them on my friends list, and it's an honor. And I would like to say a special thank you to them for helping me with my channel and for the support that they've given me in all of my games. And I really, you know, all of my friends, honestly, everyone out there that's helped me, I'd like to say thank you to. And I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. If you do, please leave a like. Please feel free to comment in the comment box below. I love to see comments down there. I love responding and discussing Mass Effect 3 with you guys. So I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of the game. Enjoy the game, and thank you again. And until next time, take care and goodbye.
Fulfilled.
Stay alert. Enemies inbound.
Copy that.
Engineer!
Team member is hurt. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload. Enemies approaching. Team member is hurt. Enemy is regrouping. An N7 job went bad. Their drone survived. Recover its data and get out of there.
Acknowledge.
Member in trouble. It's tagged you as friendly. Stay close to keep it moving. Halfway there. Stay on it. Squad member needs help. Mission accomplished. Enemy is regrouping. Get to the LZ. Shuttle inbound.
Enemy! Let's move!